Hey, I'm Ryan Russo, and I've sold $191,000 worth of high ticket custom websites. And so this YouTube channel is me teaching graphic designers how to add high ticket custom website design to their services without knowing any code, development, or really anything. I'm going to teach you every single thing you need to know, from knowing absolutely nothing to being able to deliver very, very expensive, beautiful websites. Why am I doing this? I like teaching. I am confident that I can get you to 5 to 10K a month extra to your business. One day I will make money teaching this, and I want to meet more people. So today is day 2. This is the series that I've started. There will be more videos, but yesterday's video was the overview of the series and what it's like to sell high ticket custom websites. Today, I'm going to be going over actually how to offer them, how to sell them, and what you exactly are selling. And then, we have more videos coming up. We're going to be doing pricing models in tomorrow's video. I'm going to go over the tech stack of every piece of software that you need to be able to sell this. I'm going to go in depth on how to sell, exactly what you should be saying, what you should not say, anything you need to do pre and post call, how to hire a team, how to deliver the websites, contracts, invoicing, exact process of going over reviewing one of the websites that I've sold, how to add recurring revenue, and then the sales script and assets. So, okay, today's day 2. Let's get into the offer. Okay, so I'm going to be going over these 4 things. Oh, okay. We're going to be talking about selling $5,000 to $10,000 websites. We're going to be talking about the process from the client side. We're going to be talking about the process from our side, and then transferring the website and doing the SEO. Don't get caught up on the SEO. It's really easy. I'm going to walk you through literally every single thing you need to do for it. So some people get scared about that. They think they're starting an SEO agency. You're not. You're just doing what's reasonable for a web designer to do when doing a new website as it pertains to on-page and technical SEO. Okay, let's get into it. So the selling piece. So it's very crucial that you have some sort of sales knowledge, understanding, that you know what you're talking about. And I'm not talking about, this like used car salesman tactics for selling. I'm just talking about understanding how to deliver value, talk about your client's pain points, and be a little bit convincing. Some people, especially in web design, a lot of people think that websites cost $500, or they don't see the value in websites. So going through the sales process with them should be explaining to them why a really nice custom website helps them. Mainly, it helps build trust with their customers. If they sell something expensive, their site needs to look like they sell something expensive and not something cheap and crappy. If they sell high ticket services, let's say construction, a job is $10,000 to $100,000. The website really makes or breaks whether they get that phone call. And we want them not to think when they come to the website, is this the company for me? We want them to immediately think, this is exactly the company for me. So this is what we're selling when we're selling a website. We also have the SEO elements of it, of, your site showing up on Google. So it's more people finding you. And of those more people that find you, now more people are choosing to work with you because they trust you. So this is where we are walking clients through. And I suggest that you have a really beautiful, strong sales deck. We don't really call it the sales deck. We just call it like, our offering or a deck. But it should be beautiful. Like, this is mine. It shows all the websites I've done. This is just 2 pictures from it. This is me showing off some of the designs. And then the final page where we actually get to, okay, this is going to cost you some money. And that I think I have 25 pages in my deck. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes going through. You should do this. This is how you sell websites. It's not a phone call and say, hey, would you like a $10,000 website? No. We're showing them everything that they can get and all of the things they can achieve with a high-end custom website. And then last thing, we're going to go through the whole process with them. This is partly a sales presentation, and it's partly uh, just letting them know what they're getting into as far as the process and timelines and what sort of product they get at the end of it. So it's very important. This answers all of their questions. By the end of it, when they see the price, they should have no questions left. They should be able to decide then and there if they'd like to buy this website. Of course, when we get to the sales video, we'll talk about how you actually give them this price, what to say. There's ways to make it cheaper. There's ways to make it more expensive. There's ways to increase your sales conversion. When you get to this last slide, when it kind of gets awkward and you're like, here's the price, it's 10 grand. And then it's crickets and your heart's kind of beating. We'll talk about that in depth in that video. But the first step of this offer and this positioning is strong sales. It's obvious, but you can't sell something for $5,000 if you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, next, I want to talk about the process for the client. Now, this also will help you understand what you are selling when you're selling a website. So we're selling custom designed websites. We do not use templates. You should not, for your business, sell templates. A templated site is a very low value, low ticket sell. There are people that have figured out how to sell templated sites at a higher price point, and we can get into that in tomorrow's video when we talk about pricing real quick. Tomorrow, we're going to go over the payment types and pricing models, pros and cons for all of them. Okay, back to today. But I suggest you do custom design for all of your sites. This is how you sell high ticket is custom. So let me show you real quick what this looks like. Just one example using my website. So I am designing the entire website for the client before we build it. Now, most people in web design, they just build it or they find a template and they plug in the information. We are custom designing the whole site for them. We're doing, the branding, the colors, the heading, the fonts, the sizes, the buttons. Then we're actually doing every page of the website, a mock-up of exactly how it's going to look. And then we're going through and we are developing this design. Now, the other thing that you should offer, you're going to think I'm crazy, but let me type here. Unlimited revisions. This goes back up to sales. Now, what is one of the biggest issues with websites is the client being concerned you're going to get something they don't like. Now, when I talk to graphic designers, I say unlimited revisions. Normally, the alarm bells go off because you've had a bad client in the past. If you do this right, and if you do it the way that I'm teaching you to do it, you will not get 10 rounds of revisions. You will get 2 or 3. And because you are subcontracting, if you haven't seen last week's, I got rid of it, dang it, yesterday's video, not last week, we talk about subcontracting the websites. You can offer unlimited revisions for no extra price because your subcontractors will offer this that you hire. So we do this. Unlimited revisions are great sales, and really no extra work. So I offer a very strong guarantee for all of my designs, and I recommend you do too. If you know anything about offers, we have all of these concerns we need to address, and I'm getting kind of into sales here, but there's all of these concerns we need to address. And the main one is, am I going to get a site I hate? Well, no, because we offer unlimited revisions. And if you still hate it after unlimited revisions, I will give you all your money back. That's my guarantee. That's what I offer. You can change this guarantee to a performance-based guarantee. You can take it all the way through development if you want to. I just do it on the design, and it works really well. I've never had anybody go back on this. We talked about no templates. If you decide to take that route, I will talk about this tomorrow in tomorrow's video too, but if you take that route, you need to niche down. So you need to do one type of website, and that's generally not what you're doing most of the time as a graphic designer. So don't do templates. So, and then we're selling the branding, we're selling the trust, we're selling conversion rates increasing. putting forms in certain places, doing copywriting correctly, calling out their avatar on the website. These are things that increase conversion rates. And then obviously doing SEO with all of the websites we do help them to rank, get more visitors, close more deals. So sales is literally just, you're going to make more money doing this thing. And this video, I'm not selling you anything, but this is sales because I am trying to get you to make an extra 5 to 10K. So I am showing you exactly what to do to be able to get there. Now I'm just not charging you anything. So the difference here is you're charging them, but you're getting them the same thing that you're hopefully getting from this video, how to make more money. All right, let's talk about the process on the back end. So you're hiring a designer and developer. If you are good to do the design yourself, go for it. You need to be real with yourself, though. You need to deliver really high quality web designs, and you need to learn about responsive design and things like that if you're not familiar with it, if you're going to do the website yourself, the website design yourself. And then you're going to hire a developer. Now, the process from your end is very simple. You sign the client. Client says, yes, I will pay you 10 grand, whatever it is. You go hire your designer. You get started. We're going to collect more information after the sales pitch, but we're going to collect all the information we need from the client about their business, their website, what design things they like. And then you hire the designer. Once you've collected payment, then you can pay the designer. This is a cash flow positive business. We try not to do net terms. We get the payment, we pay the designer. Designer designs the site, just like I showed you here. This is done by a designer. And then we end up showing the client, doing revisions, all that good stuff, and we get it perfect so the client is happy with it. Then we hire the developer. The developer will build the site. Now we're going to go over the full tech stack in 2 videos from now. I've only got out to 4, but this video is going to go over the full tech stack. If my computer can load, we're going to talk about everything you need for websites and all that stuff. That's in video 4. But spoiler alert, we're using WordPress and Elementor for the sites, and I have a strong pitch for why you should use those and not the other ones. But for now, you hire a WordPress Elementor developer. They develop the site. You basically do the checks and make sure the site's good, and then you push it live. So we're checking in with the designer. The way that we do it is we check with the designer after the homepage design, after the full design, and before we transfer the site live. So it goes homepage design, full website design, full development of the website. And we basically show it to them 3 times. They only get unlimited revisions on designs, not on development. You do not want to offer revisions on development. That is where you have a massive headache. So they need to sign off and approve and understand that once they approve the designs, there is no more changes to the designs or to the final site development. And we take 3 payments. I'll talk about this more in the payment video, but you can take half up front, you can take full up front. One sales trick, if you want to, is you can say, hey, it's 10 grand, but if you pay, up front, I can take off whatever percentage. But I like to do 3 payments. It's worked really, really well for me. And again, I'll talk about that more in the payments video. All right, last step of the process. So we're designing, developing them a website. Then the website is finished and we need to transfer the site live. Now, this is transfer the site live. Now, this is really the only technical aspect of what you need to know. I don't let my developers do the transfer. They can, but I like to do the transfer myself because a lot can go wrong. And yeah, it's important that it's done right. So you do the transfer. I will teach you how to do it. It's not that hard. But the best part about my tech stack that I'm going to go over in video 4 is SiteGround hosting. It's the hosting that I use for every single website I build. And SiteGround has the best customer service of any piece of software I've ever used in my life. So basically, anytime you make a mistake, you go to SiteGround and you go to the little chat, and then the guy in the chat will fix all of your problems in 5 minutes. And if that hack alone is worth It's worth a like and subscribe, please. But yeah, it's amazing. So if you get into website design, always do hosting with SiteGround. Always use their customer service. That's like step one in troubleshooting, is reach out to their customer service. Okay, so we transfer the site live. We do the Q&A. We just test every link. We test every page. We make sure it looks good. We reconnect some licenses that may have broken during transfer. Then we start the technical SEO. If you don't know what technical SEO is, high level, it's making sure that the site is set up properly to rank on Google. It's just the setup of the site. So we are doing some on-page stuff. We're doing the meta tags, meta titles. This is the stuff that shows up on Google. We're making sure the site runs quickly with speed. We can compress the images. We're indexing the site, which basically just means we're making sure that Google knows, hey, new site is up. Please check it. Please show it. And a list of other things. But I have a whole SOP here for technical SEO that I will share at some point with you guys. Okay, so then basically right before we transfer the site live, we collect the final payment and we collect hosting payment. And then we transfer the site, we check it, make sure it's good, and we are good to go. We have the site is finished. We are collecting hosting and monthly payments. Now you should have a monthly package, not just hosting, but a small monthly package that you can charge for. Talk about that as well. And then just this bonus is, if you have off-page SEO, if you have the capabilities of buying some backlinks or writing some content, making some blogs, doing some GMB optimization, those things are great for either upselling in your sales process or securing the sale. So one thing you can do when you get to this page, it's like, hey, it's 10 grand, but if you buy today, I'll give you 3 months of SEO for free. My SEO package is, let's say for round numbers, $1,000 a month. So you're basically saving $3,000 in SEO if you pay today. And that gets, in their mind, it goes from $10,000 to $7,000 because now they have all this extra off-page SEO done. Okay, so that is the rough process. Next video is going to be going over the pricing models. Just give you a sneak peek real quick. We're going to go over the types of payments. So you can rent the site to them. You can do a payment plan to own. You can do a one-time fee plus hosting, or you can do a full suite plus site plus marketing. And then we're going to go over the pricing models. So packages, how to deliver packages, and if I recommend that or not, how to sell on value only, how to sell a la carte menu, or do a rev share plus fixed fee. So that will be tomorrow's video. All right, talk to you then.